4 people from our area have pleaded guilty to crimes for their involvement in the January 6th Capitol riot.
Now, members of the House committee investigating the insurrection will share their findings during a primetime hearing Thursday evening. Contact 5 investigator Michael Butchner here with the local connections. Michael?
It's been more than 500 days since a violent and deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol disrupted a joint session of Congress. We finally should learn much more about that day and what led up to it. The hearing is also expected to include key testimony from witnesses and new video footage.
If I had thought there was going to be that, I would not have gone at all.
Martin County resident Medora Redding told me she traveled to our nation's capital January 6th.
We just wanted to say, as Americans, we count.
Thank you! Thank you!
To attend a rally and request a state-by-state audit of the 2020 election.
I could cry. It was so beautiful. It was so magnificent.
Redding says she left the rally, and by the time she got back to her hotel room,
I don't go with violence or destruction. I don't like it.
Rioters had attacked the Capitol, disrupting a joint session of Congress, counting electoral college votes.
That was not what anybody had in mind at all. That's not how you turn over an election. I mean, it's kind of stupid.
To date, more than 800 people nationwide have been criminally charged for their alleged role in the riot, which caused $1.5 million worth of damage to the Capitol building. That includes 87 people from Florida, which tops the list of states, according to the program on extremism at George Washington University. Key leadership of the extremist group, the Proud Boys, who are also facing seditious charges, also call Florida home. Here at home, the feds charged 3 people from Palm Beach County and 1 from St. Lucie, all of whom pled guilty, and 3 have been sentenced to probation. The charges vary: obstruction of an official proceeding, or entering a restricted building, or demonstrating on a Capitol building. Jason Dolan of Wellington is awaiting sentencing. He's alleged to have connections to the anti-government group Oath Keepers. Former police officer Nicholas Lentz of Boynton Beach, former Palm Beach County Commissioner candidate Jody Tagaris, and Tony Mariotto of Fort Pierce are currently on probation. Now almost a year and a half after rioters launched an assault on the Capitol.
You're sworn to uphold our Constitution.
I don't recall the last time we've ever really had sort of a primetime presentation of a committee hearing. It's relatively unusual.
A House Select Committee, made up of 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans, will share its findings during a hearing Thursday evening. Kevin Wagner, a professor of political science at Florida Atlantic University, said the committee is trying to give the American people an opportunity to tune in during prime time.
The main purpose of a congressional committee is to investigate topics in which they're going to do legislation on. That's certainly part of the purpose of this committee, but this committee also has another clear purpose too, which is to shed light, in other words, tell the American people about what happened leading up to and including on the day of January 6th.
And NBC News reports that the hearing is expected to focus on former President Donald Trump's role in the January 6th violence. It's also important to point out that Trump's former Attorney General William Barr claims there was no evidence that the 2020 election was fraudulent. I'm Contact 5 investigator Michael Butchner, WPTV News Channel 5.